Hello, Pep. Jerry Jacks from The Guardian. How would you, excuse me, sorry. How would you describe Benjamin Mendy and his time here at Manchester City? Are you pleased with the way he's conducted himself off the pitch?
Yeah, it's always a question. So we cannot judge him because he played few. So he was injured most of the time. So.
Sorry, let me clarify. I'm talking about off the pitch.
Oh yeah, of course, I'm happy. He's a nice guy. He's an incredible heart, funny guy. So, and sometimes myself, I have to understand his own culture, where he came from, and so it's not the first time like one guy go to dinner outside because they don't have a game and go with his brother and friends to take something, to drink something. It's not the first time, it will not be the last one. So it's what it is. So what we want to do is work with him to protect his knee, his physical condition, to help us. But we need him. So we played 2 seasons without left back. That is the reality. So the first season, Fabian Del helped us incredible, and Danilo as well. But Danilo's more right foot and left, incredible, in that position in this season, Alex. So, and we need him, and hopefully this part of the season and the future next seasons can be fit.
So you talk about his knee. Is dancing the best thing for his knee?
Dancing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he danced. Really, I don't know. I was not there. But what I saw sometimes with the celebrations for the Premier League, he's not a bad dancer. Really not.
So finally, thank you. He has a chance then of playing tomorrow. He's available for selection for tomorrow.
Yeah, all the players is traveling. They are available to play.
Pep Enric Gil, Catalunya Ràdio. Sorry for not asking about the game, but there is quite a lot of talk about the future of Juan Mata, and I would just want to ask you about your opinion about this player.
An exceptional player. One of the players I like the most. Love not because I don't know him quite well, but I like the most since the period from Valencia and Oviedo before. Always in Barcelona, we took, when I was there, we took an eye to try to bring him to Barcelona, but the problem was we have a lot of midfield players. That was a little bit the problem, but he's an incredible player. Play really well in Chelsea and after United, and he has a good restaurant here in Manchester. That's true. Not the best, but.
Hi Pep, Sam Lee from Goal. I saw you was talking quite a lot about Man United's treble in 1999 the other day in quite a lot of detail. Is that something you've researched maybe in the last couple of weeks to see maybe what City might need, whether it's luck or some other kind of factor in winning a lot of trophies?
No, the research. No, I'm quite curious about the teams or the players or the athletes that achieve something good. What the reason why and the way they have done. It's clear that win the treble is not easy, and always happened in treble in Germany when I went there year after the Jupp Heynckes got it. So yeah, I like it. I like to know the way they did it, and every time when I realize this kind of big issues, always is tough. There are periods, moments that big lucky personalities and big moments can help it to achieve you. But of course, we will not. You would like, for my statement last time, make a compare against what they have done. So they have done, we have not done. So that's the truth.
Are there any specific examples that you've looked at recently, though, like that treble or the Bayern one, to help you in this run-in, or is it just your own experiences and remembering what's happened in the past?
Yeah, it's important to know the way, especially the players know how difficult it is, not simple. Yeah, the people say, the travel was easy. Definitely not. So it's always tough. So that's why it's tomorrow final, and it's a semi-final, but it's play like a final and try to to get it. The team was incredible, well organized defensively. We had the problems here to attack them, and all the movements they do, they are really well. We have to play fast, quick movements, runs in behind, and be active in our game. That we have to do tomorrow.
Hi Pep, James from the Standard. When you had your exceptional seasons at Barcelona and Bayern, was there a point in the season that you realised you were on for something special? And I wonder, have you seen anything similar this season that's made you think this could be?
Yeah, it happened.
It's happened already
No.
this season? No.
It's happened. There's a moment you realize, wow, we can get it, but not yet.
What specifically was that?
When it remains 2 games to play, basically.
And that was the same, that was the case at Barca, was it?
Yeah, it's happened. When in Barcelona, for example, the travel. So we qualified for the final of the Cup. China against 11. Our keeper Pinto, with 1-0 down, keep a penalty, and after Messi came from the bench, scored 1-1. I think the people remember the way we won in the Stamford Bridge. 1-1 when we won 1-1 SCN in the last minutes, with a lot of things happening in that game, with one shot on target, and we scored in 93 in 1-1. So with 12 points in front, and I remember in the Christmas time, Madrid played just one competition. We play all the competitions. Madrid 12, 10, 9, 6, and 4, and we should go to Bernabeu to win. If we don't win one game, we don't win the Liga. And we won the league 2-6, was incredible, and we won the Liga. So always there are moments that it's happened that, and I think the travels for all the teams they have done, it's happened. It's happened.
Swansea might be looked at as one of those moments. If you, at the end of the season, you might well look at them.
Well, I think Swansea was incredible. Well, we knew it. So they played really good. We spoke about that. But I had the feeling we were playing good in the first half. In the first half, we created a lot of chances. But it was nice, it was nice. It would be better win 3-4-0, but it was quite common, would say, quite common to live this kind of experience. I said after the game, we're going to live these situations many, many times, not just in the knockout games, in the Premier League as well. So we have to accept it. But that is the point. So how you react in that situation, if don't, not just for the quality itself, forget about it, the tactics, forget about it. What the people says, there is a moment that you have to, wow, guys, we are in real trouble right now, no time, and you have to make a step forward. And we'll be able to do that? Really, I don't know. We're going to try, but I don't know.
It's impossible not to look at the games you've got coming up after Brighton, obviously the Tottenham games. Will that play a part in your thinking tomorrow? Can you possibly take a risk on, say, someone like Sergio Aguero if he was to have
Sergio is going to play when he's really, really fit. When he's and the doctors tomorrow are going to tell me is a risk, maybe he's going to be injured, and after injury will be 3 or 4 weeks out. I'm sure he's not going to play. But tomorrow is a semi-final, and I think all the semi-finals have been played in that country, and it doesn't matter the position, the table in the Premier League. I think few teams in the Championship or lower division got the finals for the FA Cup. So that is an important game, and we're going to play with the best side as possible. Or the side, for the way they play, the way we want to attack better and defend better.
Hi Pep, Paul Hurst from the Times. You spoke about the FA Cup finals, watching them as a child. Are there any kind of specific finals that you remember that you particularly enjoyed?
Enjoy?
Watching.
Well, the first one, the Cup in Spain, the first one, we won Athletic Bilbao 4-1 when we started to lose 0-1. It was our first title together there in my period in Barcelona. That is, for me, the nicest one remains the first Liga. When we won 2-6 there, I think that is the most beautiful moment I ever lived in my career, in that league. And of course, we cannot deny the Champions League, especially the second one in Wembley against United, especially the way we played the last 20-25 minutes, the second half, always will be remembered for myself.
But in terms of FA Cup matches that you remember, do you remember any from when you were in Catalonia, when you were watching?
Here. Well, good question. I remember once the Liverpool United, like Liverpool came on with a white dress, I think.
Spice Boys.
I remember that.
Jamie Redknapp.
And I think one United.
Yeah,
one United. I remember, but a few. Sorry, guys. So.
Can I just ask you quickly about Kevin De Bruyne? We spoke to him on Wednesday night, and he said he spoke of the frustration that he's had this season in not playing.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you to, see him not out on the grass training and sort of in the gym rather?
Yeah, of course. Imagine Benjamin Mendy, for example, or the players who's long time injured. It's tough. The players want to play when they are not able. Always, it's really tough. It's tough, but hopefully he can maintain. At the end of the season, the level Kevin had in Fulham and last game against Cardiff.
You're talking about the suits that Liverpool wore. Would you ever send your team out in those sort of suits for an FA Cup final?
Oh, come on, guys.
You were talking before about having to live those moments in matches this season, the bad moments, and get through them. Has that been the main difference between this season and last? That you've had difficult moments you've had to fight through more often this year?
No, I don't think so. For example, next season we had 10 against 11 FA Cup in Wigan, and the second half we played incredible, and we make an incredible mistake, and we lost the competition. So when we realize, and for example, we were lucky to score a goal in the last minutes, but it was Sterling put the ball there. Nobody helped us to put the ball there. So when Sterling, were in the net in the corner against Southampton. It was against West Ham as well, the last minutes with David Silva. But no, I don't remember. I think all we achieved good. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I'm a little bit presumptuous, but we deserve it.
But for you, what has been the difference this year, though, in that you've gone deep into those competitions?
It's quite similar. I would say it's quite similar. It's quite similar. We cannot deny in some draws in the low division we were lucky. It's difficult to play in draw away against Arsenal or play at home against teams in low division, but we respect them, and that's why we play so good. But I think it's quite similar. So if we win all points, it will be almost impossible. In Premier League, it's 98 points. Last season we made 100, so it's quite similar. So I don't know in this stage how many points we had last season, but should be quite similar. The difference is, in the Champions League we are in the same stage. In the Cup we are better in position, and we won the Carabao Cup. It's quite similar. I have the feeling like we are together, what I said before, like we are together more time, so we know each other better, and we play different ways a little bit better, and that is my feeling. But now we will see the quality of our players. So I don't want to take responsibility on my shoulder, because always I will be alongside of them, but that is the moment for the big players. So that is what it is. So you cannot achieve titles, important titles, just one or two, without important players say, guys, I'm here. So the manager, fortunately for everybody, doesn't play. So it's the moment for them, definitely.
The last couple guys, just Dave and then Simon. Hi Pep, David Mooney from Blue Moon Podcast. I just wondered, do you feel the pressure at this stage of the season?
No, absolutely not.
I was going to say, is there a way to kind of deal
No, absolutely not. I feel the pressure in November, December when you are away, 8 points, and you say, wow, it's 5 or 4 or 5 or 6 months and we are far away, out from one competition or not qualified for the Champions League next round. But now is the joy, moment of the joy, one incredible moment. It's when I'm more relaxed, because we won more, because we had a lot of games. But if we don't enjoy that moments, I thought so. The springtime is coming, but here the springtime never comes. But never comes, definitely not. But no, that now it's not. It's a moment to enjoy it. The more is try to play a final, FA Cup. What pressure it is? No way. And after to keep running in the Champions League. No pressure at all.
Last one, just on Simon. You okay? All right. Cheers, guys.
You done that.